Rodney Bewes, Bob Ferris, The Likely Lads. Rodney Bewes was Bob Ferris in The Likely Lads, the sensible one, always trying to grow up, buy a house, and live the quiet life. But somehow, trouble always found him. Rodney also appeared in Dear Mother, Love, Albert, and Billy Liar. He had charm, warmth, and perfect comic timing. He passed away in 2017, but Bob's everyday struggles still make people smile. From working-class roots to TV gold, Rodney Bewes was everyman comedy at its best. James Bolam, Terry Collier, The Likely Lads. James Bolam played Terry, the cheeky, rebellious half of The Likely Lads. With quick jokes and sharp opinions, he was the perfect opposite to Bob's careful nature. James went on to star in When the Boat Comes In, New Tricks, and Born and Bred. He brought heart and edge to every role. Now, in his late 80s, he's mostly retired but still respected. From larking about to legend, James Bolam gave us characters we still remember. Sheila Fearn, Audrey Collier, The Likely Lads. Sheila Fearn played Terry's sister Audrey, a smart, no-nonsense woman who could easily hold her own in a house full of blokes. She also starred as Jean and George and Mildred and Christine in The Frost Report. With quiet strength and great delivery, she stood out in every scene. She stepped away from acting in the 90s, but fans never forgot. From Little Sister to sitcom standout, Sheila Fearn was a scene stealer. Brigit Forsyth, Thelma Ferris, The Likely Lads. Brigit Forsyth was Thelma, Bob's wife, and often the voice of reason. Tough, proud, and stylish, she was one of British TV's original modern women. Brigit later appeared in Still Open All Hours and many stage plays. She was also a talented musician. She passed in 2023, but Thelma remains iconic. From classic lines to quiet power, Brigit Forsyth was unforgettable. Mary Tamm, guest role / best known from Doctor Who. Mary Tamm made a guest appearance in The Likely Lads, but fans remember her best as Romana in Doctor Who, cool, clever, and confident alongside Tom Baker's Doctor. She also starred in Brookside and The Odessa File, with a graceful screen presence and elegant style. She passed away in 2012, leaving behind a sci-fi legacy. From Gallifrey to sitcom guest, Mary Tamm left a shining mark on British TV. Anita Carey, Joyce in The Lovers / Nurse in Casualty. Anita Carey lit up British screens with both comedy and drama. In the 70s, she played the charming Joyce in The Lovers. Later, she showed her range in Casualty and Doctors, winning fans with her warmth and honesty. She had a calm presence and always delivered real, emotional performances. Whether making us laugh or cry, Anita always felt authentic. She passed in 2023, leaving a quiet but deep legacy. From sitcom smiles to hospital halls, Anita Carey brought heart to every role. Brian Glover, loud, proud everyman. Brian Glover was unforgettable. He had a strong Yorkshire voice and an even stronger screen presence. Best known for Kess, Porridge, and Bottom, he played loud, funny, working-class characters who stole every scene. Before acting, he was a wrestler, and that power came through in every role. Tough, funny, and full of energy. He passed in 1997, but fans still quote him today. From the ring to the screen, Brian Glover was pure, gritty talent. George Layton, Doctor in the House / writer and actor. George Layton starred in Doctor in the House as the cheeky, lovable Paul. With fast talk and fun energy, he became a face of 70s sitcoms. But he didn't stop there. He also wrote hit shows like Robin's Nest and Don't Wait Up. He made audiences laugh on screen and behind the scenes. Still admired for his comedy talent today. From sitcom stardom to script success, George Layton shaped British comedy with heart and brains. Michael Stainton, reliable supporting actor. Michael Stainton was one of those familiar faces in British TV. Often cast as a policeman, shopkeeper, or pub landlord, he brought natural charm to every small role. You'd see him in Open All Hours, Last of the Summer Wine, and Coronation Street. He never chased stardom, but his warmth added life to every scene. A true team player. He passed in 2005, but his screen moments still feel cozy. From small roles to lasting smiles, Michael Stainton made British TV feel real. Olive Milbourne, minor roles in sitcoms. Olive Milbourne often played background or one-off characters in classic sitcoms, but she added grace and polish to every scene. Whether a nosy neighbor or a shop assistant, she knew how to deliver a line with just the right touch. She never sought the spotlight, but her work was steady and consistent. Little is recorded publicly about her later life, but she's remembered by fans of classic TV. From quiet scenes to lasting charm, Olive Milbourne was part of sitcom history. Barbara Ogilvie, character actress of the 70s and 80s. Barbara Ogilvie appeared in small but memorable roles on British TV. Whether in Z-Cars, The Liverbirds, or period dramas, she brought quiet strength to every part. She had a dignified screen presence and often played mothers, neighbors, or office workers, always with honesty. Though she never chased fame, her work added depth to classic shows. From the background to the heart of the story, Barbara Ogilvie gave TV quiet power. Donald G. warm and steady TV presence. Donald G. made his mark with roles in Doctor Who, Coronation Street, and Brideshead Revisited. He often played thoughtful men, policemen, teachers, or supportive dads. With a gentle voice and kind eyes, he made every role believable. Fans respected him for staying true to the craft. Though he stayed out of the spotlight, his characters still live on. From sci-fi to family drama, Donald G. brought calm, real energy to the screen. Brian Murphy, George Roper, George and Mildred. Brian Murphy was George Roper, the lazy, clueless husband from George and Mildred. With a mutter, a shrug, and perfect timing, he became a sitcom legend. He also starred in Last of the Summer Wine and The Booze Cruise, winning laughs well into his later years. Off-screen, he was quiet and humble. Still alive and in his 90s, Brian remains a fan favorite. From grumpy husband to comedy hero, Brian Murphy gave Britain belly laughs for decades. Bill Dean, Harry Cross, Brookside. Bill Dean played Harry Cross in Brookside, the no-nonsense pensioner with a heart. His blunt talk and quiet decency made him a fan favorite. Before Brookside, he was a stand-up comic and bit player on shows like Z-Cars and Crown Court. He had a natural touch that felt real. He passed in 2000, but Harry Cross is still remembered with love. From the club circuit to soap fame, Bill Dean gave voice to everyday people. Tony Caunter, Roy Evans, EastEnders. Tony Caunter was Roy Evans on EastEnders, gentle, loyal, and often caught in drama. He brought real heart to the role, earning respect from fans. Before that, he showed up in Doctor Who, Z-Cars, and The Avengers. With calm authority and emotion, he fit into any world. He retired from acting in the 2010s, leaving behind a solid career. From sci-fi to soaps, Tony Caunter proved you don't need flash to be unforgettable. John Malcolm, strong voice, serious roles. John Malcolm had a powerful presence on screen. Known for roles in Doctor Who, The Brothers, and The New Avengers, he often played stern, upper-class characters with commanding voices. His sharp features and calm intensity made him a go-to for drama. Off-screen, he was a respected stage actor and director. John passed away in 2008, but his strong performances still stand tall. From quiet strength to big impact, John Malcolm left a mark in every scene. Edward Peel, tough and gritty on screen. Edward Peel often played hard men, detectives, gangsters, or soldiers. He was best known for Emmerdale, Doctor Who, and Cracker. His deep voice and serious look made him perfect for intense roles. But behind the scenes, he was a warm and generous actor with great timing. A true professional. Still alive and in his 80s, he remains a respected name. From villains to village life, Edward Peel always brought the edge. Penny Irving, Miss Mavis Moultard, Are You Being Served? Penny Irving brought charm and style to the screen, especially as Mavis in Are You Being Served? With her sweet smile and comic timing, she stood out even in a cast full of big personalities. She also appeared in The Two Ronnies and several Hammer films. Fans loved her mix of innocence and wit. She stepped away from acting in the early 80s, and little is known about her today. From sitcom sparkle to quiet mystery, Penny Irving remains a fan favorite. Rosalind Bailey, supporting star of British drama. Rosalind Bailey made her mark in The Bill Doctors and Biker Grove. She often played teachers, nurses, or mums, bringing truth and care to each role. She was never flashy, but she gave depth to every character. A classic supporting actress who made others shine. Still active today in stage and TV, she continues to build her legacy. From background to backbone, Rosalind Bailey gives drama a real heartbeat. Pat Ashton, classic face of British comedy. Pat Ashton was a familiar face in 70s and 80s comedy. She appeared in Please Sir, On the Buses, and Carry On films, often playing cheeky, no-nonsense women. With her strong Cockney voice and fast wit, she lit up the screen. She was funny, bold, and proud of working-class roots. She passed away in 2013, but fans still smile at her performances. From bus stops to belly laughs, Pat Ashton brought pure comedy gold.